What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and let's get into this one really quickly. Now, guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about Canelo Alvarez and Dmitry Bivol. Now, if you didn't know, Dmitry Bivol had to defend his WBA light heavyweight title this past weekend. He defended it on DAZN against an undefeated fighter in Gilberto Zordo Ramirez. He won that fight in convincing fashion, complete domination in my opinion, and I continue to be surprised about his skill set. He seems to just look better and better to me. And you guys know this past May, he did defeat Canelo Alvarez, who is the face of boxing. And a lot of people were taken by surprise by that. I had Canelo as the favorite going into that fight, like a lot of others did. And Dmitry Bivol completely dominated Canelo Alvarez in that fight. Now, of course, after this fight this past weekend, the question was put to him, what does he want next? And to me, it seems like he's leaning more towards facing off against Artur Beterbiev, who is the three-belt champion at his division at 175. And of course, you have the Canelo Alvarez equation. Canelo Alvarez, he probably wants his get back. I'm sure he does after losing that fight. I'm sure it's weighing heavy on his mind. Now, he seemed a little bit hesitant. They asked him in the ring, would he be willing to go down to 168 to face Canelo Alvarez? And he seemed a little hesitant about going down to 168. So I don't know if he really wants to do that or not. I still think that he wants to fight Beterbiev for undisputed at 175. But we know, I think Artur Beterbiev has a fight coming up soon with Anthony Yarde. So that's probably, if he does fight Beterbiev, that's going to be on down the line. So with this Canelo Alvarez equation, is it fair for Bivol to have to go to 168 to fight Canelo Alvarez? Under first impression that that I had is that if he doesn't want to, I don't think it's fair. He beat Canelo Alvarez at 175. If they do a rematch, why not be at 175? But at the same time, it's a big opportunity in my opinion, because Canelo Alvarez holds all the belts at 168. If he's able to capture all those belts at 168, he becomes undisputed at 168. Then he can go back to 175 and become undisputed at 175, making him a two-division undisputed champion at such a young age. So it's a great opportunity to have. Now, as far as Canelo Alvarez goes, if Bivol decides to come down to 168 to face him, I think that is very risky for him, because I don't think it was just the size of Bivol that defeated Canelo Alvarez. It was definitely the skill set, in my opinion. He was up on his toes. You guys know he likes to throw a lot of punches. And the combinations and just being a slick fighter, I think that played a lot into him defeating Canelo Alvarez. You guys know Canelo Alvarez is not much on throwing combinations. He doesn't have the best footwork. He likes to load up on punches. And, he didn't have a plan B going into that fight with Bivol. So I don't think it was necessarily his size. We've seen Canelo Alvarez beat fighters bigger than him. So it's very, very risky in my opinion. And I feel that if Canelo Alvarez doesn't change his game plan going into the fight, he won't defeat Bivol at 175 or even at 168. And where does that put him if he loses all his titles at 168? So very risky for Canelo Alvarez. Not saying Canelo Alvarez is a bad fighter. I think he's a great fighter. But I think Bivol is just, he has a better skill set, and he has to work on that. You have to work on the holes in your game if you're going to defeat a guy like him. He's technically sound, and he has respectable power, and Canelo Alvarez has to be aware of that. The same Canelo Alvarez that fought Triple G in this last fight, he can't beat Bivol at 175 or 168. He's going to have to change up his game plan. So we're going to see what happens next. But I think this is a great opportunity for Bivol if he decides to do this. I think it's risky for Canelo Alvarez if, he accepts this. But what do you guys think about it? You guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Should Canelo Alvarez face Bivol at 168, or should he go back up to 175 and try to hold on to his titles, not putting his titles at risk? You guys let me know about that in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.